Well, hello everyone, I'm Yeti from BU Gaming, and today we are back in Aviary Attorney. So, we need to find some information about this potential revolution, I guess. And, well, we have been to a couple of places already. We didn't really get much information of anything. And just kind of wondering where we should go to find some information. And I'm thinking maybe the tavern could be a place to pick up some cheddar, right? So let's try and see if that gives us something. No drinking. Bad, Falcon. Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place people go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are perfect rebel breeding grounds. Oh, that makes sense. Ah, it's you two. What will it be today? Wine or beer? I'm afraid it's just questions for now, Madame Cornell. We're looking for a man called the Croque Monsieur. Have you seen him? No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all. Okay. Have you heard any of your patrons bad-mouthing the government? Of course, this is a tavern, hun. If people couldn't come here to grope and talk politics, where else could they go? That's true, but has anyone stood out? Well, just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. Now, I'm not saying they are or they aren't rebels, but they are doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean. I think I do. Thank you, madame. Let's see where to go. And that's when the mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going to keep him, though. Hero, you know that she hates being called mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again. Oh, right you are. The madame it is, then. Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why do we have to call her madame? Why don't you ask her yourself? No way. She would straight up eat me alive if I asked that directly. Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, messieurs? Monsieur, have you heard of a man called Falcon? Wait. There's a slight chance that these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might be scared off. Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. Okay, that's not very subtle, right? Monsieur, where did you get that swanky hat? This old thing? It's just a regular cap I bought from... Oh man! Someone finally noticed me awesome hat. I waited years for someone to notice it. Look at this thing. Who's a pretty Polly? I'm the prettiest Polly. Anyways, I bought it from a mademoiselle in Les Halles, and I think the shop was called Ruse, Odds and Ends or some such. Did he just say that he's had it for years or waited for years? So a couple of weeks ago, we kind of donated some money, right, to the owners of Odds and Ends. So if we invested in that, then that shop can't have been several years old, right? It seems a little suspicious. Fantastic. Thank you, monsieur. Nice, Falcon. Now you can buy a swanky hat too. But we're no closer to uncovering the mystery of the Croque Monsieur. Oh, right. Monsieur, I see you're carrying a rifle. Evidently. Who manufactured it? Ah, good question. See, most hunters around here are carrying old French Charlesvilles, but this beauty is something special. See? It's American, from the Springfield Armory, model 1812. Percussion lock firing mechanism. An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure. It's true that you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people... Please go on. Well... Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but to meet the Croque Monsieur... Actually, it would be foolish for me to explain in public. It would be much easier if you just take this. The Book of Judges? What is this? Some sort of law book. The book's subject is not important, just take it. Oh, I see, it's the Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious. Nor am I. Then why are you? Just take it, you idiot. Bible books are what we used to pass around them code phrases, don't we? Code phrases? The arrow, please. I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with that big beak of yours. Right you are. Try to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire. Is that a religious metaphor? No, monsieur. I'm being very literal. Okay, so we got the Book of Judges. Well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Ah, I see. Well, I hear that there is an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man your new book, he'll be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage. Are you sure that this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me. I assure you, I'm as secular as they come, monsieur. Friar at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make a note. Was there something else that you wanted? Do we want to be... Well, we got the information. Should we be inquisitive? What were you two just talking about before we rudely interrupted? Well, I would like to include you in our conversation, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think that's any of your business. I don't think that's a good approach to say we want to join the rebels. That's probably a little too straightforward. I suppose it isn't our business. I apologize for asking, monsieur. Quite alright, no harm done. Okay. Thank you for your assistance, messieurs. Nothing. Get out of here already. You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to do with the croque monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, monsieur. Aha, okay. Should we make a little stop here because we are already here, so... Ah, the big fellow has returned, here to play some cards, monsieur. I'm afraid I don't have time for that, monsieur. I have some investigative work to take care of. Come on, surely you have time for one quick game. No thank you, maybe later. I understand. See you around, monsieur. Okay, so we can't talk to them at all. We can only play cards with them. Well, I think we got everything we wanted here then. Are we ready to hit the road? Yep. Yep, let's make a move. Cool. So now we should have a new destination, right? Notre Dame. Although it has fallen into disrepair, Notre Dame Cathedral still stands as an icon of the city. So let's try and go here. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of the Notre Dame Cathedral. Okay, let's see what it actually says. The Book of Judges, a collection of stories from the Bible's Old Testament, given to you by Fontaine. And then, of course, we have this strange explorer extractor, and we have the secret mission letter still. Okay. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall, unperturbed, I guess. A handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type. Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar. Do you think it's that hunched over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious. It could be. Let's show some tact. Excuse me, Monsieur Friar. Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson? I don't think he does. Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins, or perhaps you wish to join in on our services? Actually, Friar, we are here because Falcon. That Friar? He looks eerily familiar. Yeah. Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he? What? No. That's not who I meant. And how does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad? Your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like this judge we once met. Judge Romulus. I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Oh, good. I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I see. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble, but tell me why you're here, my brothers. Oh, right. Well, we have a couple of questions. Friar, we have something that we would like to show you. Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give special passage readings. Ah, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you'll find chapter 15, verse 2 to be particularly enlightening. Let's see. Chapter 15, verse 2. This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etam. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree? It's poetic, a beautiful summation of justice. You understand the passage, that's delightful to hear. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today, who sits on a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a shufet. Shufets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. It sounds a little bit like we're going for some eye for an eye justice kind of deal here, right? I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Etam. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid the rock of Etam. Etam. Got it. I'll make a note. It's like a backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this keyword? That is for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I'm sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what we can do. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession. What's with all the scaffolding? Is some sort of construction work going on? That's right, a little repair, a little renovation. It's no secret then that the cathedral has seen better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the revolution. But now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory. The cult of reason. The religion of Christianity. Hey Falcon, what's the difference between a religion and a cult? Don't be rude, Sparrowson. Don't worry, my brother, I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they? Pretty much. Then maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk anymore about cults and ideologies. Did you want anything else? I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar. Go in peace, my brothers. Oh boy. So So now we have a keyword which can probably get us inside somewhere. Question is where we will need to go. Well, we know a couple of people here who does know something about this rebel stuff, and now we have a keyword, but they kind of sent us to the place where we could get the keyword, right? So I don't think that's where we need to go. So what else have we heard about? Samson. I'm not very into my Bible history, so that doesn't give me much clue to go on. We could go to the bibliothèque actually. There, but we already got a book, so I'm not sure if that's gonna help us. Then we could go to the Louvre, well, famous hub for artists, scholars, and historians. Well, we still have almost 2 weeks to go, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 5, 6 places pretty much that takes a day to visit. Okay, I think we're just gonna start from one end and see what information we can find. Excuse me, madame, do you have a moment to talk about the cult of reason? Totally a pyramid scheme to someone else, but I've got a kid to feed. Madame, it's not a pyramid scheme. Madame, take a leaflet at least. Well, what about you, monsieur? Would you like to learn about the glorious teachings of Jacques Hebert? Okay, I'm actually thinking. Apparently there's a female involved in all of this, right? Because that's what the 2 people at the tavern were talking about. And it's someone who's not married. I wonder if it's someone we have already met. Well, of course, there's the owner of the odds and ends, but I was more like thinking about if we're gonna see more of Caitlin. Anyway, would you like to learn about the glorious teachings of Jacques Hebert? Heh, a cult, is it? Not today, monsieur. I've already been in my fair share of cults. But this cult is different. A member of the cult of reason. Huh, strange. I thought that cult died out way back in the old revolution. Hey, Falcon, that person. He looks like a run-of-the-mill cultist. I can see that, but doesn't his face look familiar to you? Yes, he does. Again. He does look familiar. Actually, the resemblance is uncanny. Shall we get his attention? Oh, he spotted us. Oh, wait, monsieur, we would like a quick word. Come back, teach us about the wonders of the cult of reason. He is gone. So I'm not going crazy, right? That guy was the splitting image of Judge Romulus, wasn't he? I can't deny the similarity. Then again, there are plenty of wolves in Paris. Maybe there's no link at all. Either way, we have an investigation to conduct. Let's focus on that. Right, where to first? Oh boy, okay. Back in the old Salle du Tibre. I still don't see anybody around to interview. Yeah, I can't imagine this room being of any use to us, unless we need any priceless Roman artifacts, of course. Okay, so no one in there to ask anything, and this is where we start out, right? So let's try and go here. Let's see. Who to question, who to question. Oh dear, it's these guys again. Keep it together, Eric. Maybe they won't recognize you. Excuse me, monsieur. It's us, the Philistines. Remember? Were they talking to me? Yep, definitely talking to me. Okay, deep breaths, Eric. Hi. We have a couple of questions, if it's no trouble. Oh, it's no trouble. No trouble at all. Did you see the cultist outside? The cultist? You mean that cult of reason fellow? Yeah, he accosted me a few days ago. We chatted for a while, not by choice of course, but because I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. It got a little out of hand. He insisted that I take a pamphlet. Let's have a look at this. Be Your Own God, An Introductory Guide to the Cult of Reason by Jacques Hebert. And he even added his own signature. See? At the bottom there. To my new bestest bud, Eric. Happy reading. Best wishes, Sylvius. Green ink too. What a fiendish color choice. Ew, that's like well, we don't have that anymore, but green ink. That's the same as we had in that pen, right? That we got from before, but we don't have it anymore. Okay. The one that JJ was holding when he got fished out of the Seine. That guy was such a slimeball. We aren't even close to bestest buddies. At least we now know the cultist's name, Sylvius. Do you mind if we keep this pamphlet, monsieur? Be my guest. I don't want it. Okay, so now we have this cult guide. Yep, signed in green ink by a man named Sylvius. Haha. Did you want something else? Do you know anything about an uprising? An uprising? You know, people getting angry, being violent, overthrowing the government, stuff like that. Goodness, no, I don't know anything about that sort of thing. Never mind then. Okay, well, we got a little bit of stuff here. That's all. Thanks for your time, monsieur. You've been a great help. It's no trouble at all. Hey, Falcon, isn't that our old friend? You promised to get my sentence reduced. What happened with that? Why am I still stuck doing mule work? Huh? Oh, well. We've been a little distracted. We had this messy case. And now we're investigating stuff. But I guess we can fit in some time to see the judge. Oh, mon Dieu. Forget it. I've only got another week to go, and then I'm done with this dumb job. So what do you want? I haven't found any interesting bits of paper today, if that's what you were hoping for. Actually, we just wanted to ask a couple of questions, if you have a moment. I have a moment. Just the one. Mind? Just the one. Mind? That sounds odd. Okay. Did you see that cultist in the Place du Carousel? Yep. He's been hanging around all week. Today he tried to hand me a leaflet, so I told him where to put it. And where would that be? What? Where did you tell him to put the leaflet? Oh, I see. Never mind. Monsieur Rubinio, what do you know about that guy? What's his story? His story? How should I know? He's just a cultist loser. The Louvre attracts those types of crazies all the time. I see. Did you two want something else? Monsieur Rubinio, do you know about an uprising? You mean like a rebellion? Yeah, I've heard rumors. There are a lot of uneasy people in Paris. What kind of rumors? Nothing specific, just that there's a group planning to form a huge protest before the end of February. Some say it might go violent. If you were wise, you would probably fly out of the city as soon as possible. So people say, do you plan on leaving? I couldn't if I wanted to. No thanks to you guys. But in any case, I'm sticking around for the photograph opportunities. Wartime photography, imagine the possibilities. Sounds like a good way to get hit by a stray bullet. I guess, but all that danger just means that it'll pay really well. I've thought this plan through. Evidently. Anyway, did you want something else? Nope. That's all. We'll let you get back to work, monsieur. Okay, so that was kind of everything in here, I think. Yep, we are all done. So let's go. Okay, good call. We can always come back later. Yep, okay. Nice. So the end of February, well, we had until the middle of February to find out some information. So we should be fairly okay. So we are going to continue with this next time, guys. So thank you for watching. And as always, do take care and happy gaming.